All right. Make sure everything's working. I'm not talking to you.
Stay together.
I love this thing.
Have fun. Don't get dead.
What's up, Pedro? What's up with the lies? When is the truth patch? The developers haven't patched in truth yet. That's probably coming next patch. Is the title real? Yeah, Yoshi said on the Discord that there will be no patch today. Yoshi did say on the Discord that there will be no patch today.
Time to be clever.
He said there will be a balance patch soon, though. And he did say that they're working on a big patch. I mean, he confirmed a couple things. He did confirm some new heroes. He also confirmed Shiv is gonna get nerfed. Can you refund my copium? Nah, you did that to yourself. My days are numbered, it's true. How do I do that? I don't got any leaks, but all I've got is Yoshi. Hey, Deathy, I'm the executioner. The guillotine is ready. Alright, I'll be on my way. Just give me a couple hours. Patch tomorrow. Deathy, are you okay? Is Yoshi after you? Yoshi is definitely on my trail at the moment. What's today's date? I forget. You know, it's July 24th. It's not 5 p.m. EST yet. Technically, Yoshi could still release a patch that says plus 0.5 print speed, and he could call it a day. You know? He could call it a day. I appreciate it, Naromi. Lying on the internet about patch. I'm gonna be honest.
Be here somewhere.
It was pretty obviously a joke, but hey, I mean... It grew into something bigger than the joke. When is the next patch, Deathy? Look. We're not doing this again, okay? I'm not giving you guys another random date, okay? You guys fell for the first random date. I'm not giving a second random date. You're about to get sued, it's true.
Good luck.
Yoshi's working on getting his visa approved just so he can get into Canada. Well, luckily for Yoshi, you know, presumably he's American, right? So he shouldn't need a visa to get into Canada. He should be able to just walk in, pretty much. Can you say on which day there definitely won't be a patch? Yeah, today. Yeah, no worries, the salad. Oh, by the way, guys, you want to see something cool though, other than the patch? Check out this shirt. Check out the shirt. Get out. Okay, yeah. What do we think? Not bad.
Something better.
Not bad, right? Not bad. Just got the first sample today. Looks good. Looks good. We're gonna get some Death Slam merch. You would have called in sick. Nah, look, guys. The haters, they want to execute me, all right? But look, I was wrong about July 24th, all right? I was wrong about July 24th. But you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? When are you streaming Roblox again? It's a good question. I should stream Roblox again. It's kind of fun. Oh. Do you unironically think the next major patch is open beta at this point? It could be. It's not impossible. I will say I'm a little bit pessimistic about the next major patch being open beta. I think that it's probably... I think that... Okay, my personal opinion is that I think open beta is like... not impossible in 2025, but if we get open beta this year, it would be like late this year. I think that it's pretty likely that we get open beta this year or next year, but like it's important that you guys understand. Okay, like now I feel like I have to do a bunch of disclaimers and shit because like people took the patch stuff way too seriously. So now I'm gonna like do a bunch of disclaimers with everything that I say. But it's important to understand that you like that everybody that says anything, like there really is like it's just intuition, you know? For example, when I said July 24th, I literally just picked a date that I thought was statistically likely for there to be a patch. What was the new Yamato build idea again? I'll make the build. Why are you streaming? I'm just talking and then I'm gonna queue. They said lots of new content. True. And Yoshi said there would be new heroes. He said that. That's what Yoshi said. I got an ad. What's the cool shirt? I've got a Death Slam shirt. Let me show it again. Get out. Bam. There's a typo. It would be August 24th. Yeah, exactly. Where'd you see that? In the Discord. He like replied to a comment. He replied to a comment that said, I can't remember. I think the comment said, can you tell us what will be in the next patch? Will there be new heroes? And he said yes. But anyway, I do think that it's pretty likely that open beta is either this year or early next year. But like, there's obviously, like I said, disclaimers. Like, there's no basis for this necessarily. It's just intuition. You know, don't take anything for granted. You know, take everything you hear on the internet with a grain of salt, right? People are willing to cope about anything, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Any other disclaimer I need to do? That's about it. Let him cook? I agree. Let him cook. 100%. Not legal advice. Yeah, exactly. This is the build ID. This was the build ID for the person asking. Disclaimer, I am Yoshi. Yep, there you go. How long till patch then? I don't know. Yoshi said publicly, he said, there will be a balance patch coming soon. Okay. Now, what does soon mean? I don't remember the exact wording that he used. So it could be like, could be weeks, could be, you know, could be a couple days. I don't know. I'm guessing the balance patch is going to come sooner rather than later. So I think it's fair to say that there's probably going to be a balance patch like next week. Coming days. Yeah. Okay. So next week is probably fair to assume. Because it's not going to be released this week at this point, right? If it's in the coming days. Unless they release it on the weekend, which is not impossible, but seems unlikely. So, it's going to be a balance patch probably next week. And then, you know, if they feel the need to do a balance patch, to me, that means that the major patch is still at least a few weeks away. Because, like, think about it, right? If they release a balance patch, they wouldn't release a balance patch and then release the major patch like a week after. Otherwise, they would just bundle the balance patch. Otherwise, they would just bundle the balance with the major patch, right? So, what that tells me is that the major patch is probably at least 3 weeks away. Is like, it could be longer, but that's my understanding would be okay. If I'm the developers, I'd be like, okay, if I'm gonna release a balance patch, that means the content patch is gonna be at least 2 or 3 weeks away from the balance patch. And so I think that we can safely say that the major patch is probably not going to be for another 3 or 4 weeks. Now, as far as when it's actually going to be, who knows? Like, literally nobody knows. And you guys need to understand that, like, literally, like, actually nobody knows, though. Because I'm pretty sure Valve doesn't even know themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it'll come out when it's ready. And so whenever you guys hear like rumors of patch dates or whatever, just understand that until the patch is imminent, nobody knows, right? Valve probably knows like a couple days ahead, maybe, before they release the patch. But, you know, I doubt that they know any further than that, right? Like, they might not even know, like, they might not even know like a week in advance. You do know? I literally, I don't know. Death the Execution Part 2, true. What's up, Ido? Did you repent? I'm repenting right now. Dude, Deathy, give everyone another specific date. Get over. No, I'm not. I'm not giving another specific date. People fell for it way too hard. The fact that Yoshi even addressed it is unheard of for Valve. Yeah, I mean that's what I've been saying. Like, you know, in a lot of other games, Valve would just not say anything, right? Like I've heard people in Dota like complain about a patch for like literally months, and like nothing was said for Valve. No acknowledgement. Nothing. Yeah, I do agree that I don't think most people were that serious, Taco. There were definitely some people that were probably more serious than it should be. But anyway. The Deadlock subreddit mod said that you have made the place harder to moderate. Yeah, that makes sense. Look, I literally, when I said July 24th, if people watch the VOD, I don't know if you guys remember the context of me saying July 24th, but for those that don't know the context or weren't there or whatever, the context of it was, there was a guy in chat that was asking me like, oh yeah, so, you know, considering that you know everything about the game, like when's the next, you know, when the next patch, just like tell us. And I was like, and I jokingly was like, oh yeah, let me check my calendar for when the next patch is. And I was like, all right, pulling it up. Yeah, July 24th. Yeah. So. Anyway. I'm unsubbing. I took a week off work for this, Drew. Let's rewatch the VOD. Nah, I mean, we could. It's publicly out there. That's there is no firing squad. You should open it right now. Okay. The Brazilian guy? Oh yeah, true. What was the Brazilian league? Wasn't it that there was gonna be like a streamer event or something? How's the new patch looking? Well, look, I'm not in any secret playtests, right? So I wouldn't know how the new patch is looking, but you know, I'm feeling pretty good generally about life right now. Yes, we know shiv nerfs are coming, true. Alright, let's queue it up. What did I miss? Nothing. In life, are you getting 6 new characters or more or less? Hey, I don't know. I don't know. 7 is like okay to play against, honestly. I don't think 7, it's just 7's numbers are like crazy, but I think playing against 7, I don't think is that unfun. I think Stamina Mastery is a cool item. I think it's very fun to use, kind of unfun to play against, but I don't know, I'll give it a 4. You're coming to serve me the lawsuit? Alright. When's the execution? That's coming. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. EST is the execution. Yeah, let's delete that command. Let's delete that command real quick. Erase the evidence. That is a 10 out of 10 title. Yo, thank you for the prime, Yui Freeba, thank you. Full slice and dice CD reset? Oh man. Can you gaze into your crystal ball and tell us when the patch is coming, guys? If I've proven anything, it's I don't know when the patch is coming. Or maybe I know when the patch is coming and I lied to everyone just so you guys would start thinking that I don't know when the patch is coming. Think about it. Well, a few days for the balance patch, yeah. Do you think there should be a 2400 soul item tier? I think the soul item tiers are actually pretty fine how they are right now. You refuse to think about anything? Oh, damn. Is EST -5? Yeah, I believe so. Just got off the phone with Yoshi. Patch is actually tomorrow. Valve is on holiday in Australia. We're a day ahead. ICA. Okay, makes sense. How many heroes do you think will be added? You know. I have no idea. know, guys, I'm getting pretty scared of giving even hypothetical answers now. I can't even give hypothetical answers anymore. The hypothetical patch answered caused too much damage. Now I can't hypothetically answer anything. When's the patch? I don't know. Do you think items that manipulate chance would be too OP? What do you mean by manipulating chance? Like box drops, for example? Make your own patch notes? Yeah, I should low-key release a patch that's just like entirely my own patch. Oh my god. Yo, hype train, let's go. Thank you, Scimitar, for the 4 months.
I will face their entire army.
Tell us your Yoshi and we'll back off. Don't hypothetical, just lie. Chance maker active 10 seconds. Multiply all ability and item proc chances by 150%. All ability and item proc chances. But there's very few abilities and items that are chances, right? Like, let me think about it. Like, the one thing that comes to mind is Lucky Shot is a chance, but what else is a chance? Tesla is not a chance. Wait, no, I guess Tesla is a chance. So it's like Tesla, Capacitor, and Lucky Shot. That's it, right? Everything else is not a chance. Oh yeah, Plated is a chance too. Blink once if the patch is tomorrow, guys. The patch is probably not going to be tomorrow. But I don't know. Yeah, me and Zergy have never been in the same room. We have been in the same game, though. You ever get an interview tomorrow at a job? Alright, good luck. What kind of job are you interviewing for? How about today? The patch is definitely not today. Isn't armor piercing a chance? Oh yeah, armor piercing is also a chance, true. I think in theory it's like a okay item. But I think it's just like maybe too niche of an item. They changed the UI for items? How long haven't you played in the game? Yeah, there was a big item shop update in like May. And they changed like everything about items. We still got a few hours. Inhale Scopium. Guys, if you still believe the patch at this point, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do for you. You have terminal copium. You said 5 p.m. EST, there's still time. Okay, true. McDonald's, I'm 16. Okay. You're gonna work alongside people like Ken Con and PCT and stuff. That's cool. Now, my first job was at Tim Hortons. So, you know. I'm still on that. I can't forget Ken Con. I can't forgive him. I can't. I just can't. My first job was also fast food. So I think working as fast food as a first job, it teaches you a lot about life. So, you know, good on you for that. I think it's like, you know, really teaches you the value of money, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably gonna suck. It's probably gonna suck, and you know, you're not gonna get paid much either. You're gonna get paid pennies. Your job is gonna suck. You're gonna feel tired. But at the same time, if you have good coworkers that are fun, it can be totally fine. Like if you're, a lot of those jobs are like basically like, how cool are your coworkers? If your coworkers are nice and fun to work with, then it's actually totally fine. But even then, I mean, teaches you about the value of $1, right? Too many people in the esports world have never worked a real job in their life, and like, yeah, I don't know.
I see Abrams.
Maybe I'm a boomer. Worst job I ever had was an assembly job, putting stickers and fuzzies on windows for 9 hours a day. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Yeah, that's possible, sketchy, I guess. But I feel like Cali cost of living is so high. And it's also kind of an exception. Last meal, cigarette.
Well played.
Is it true you were the Tim Hortons MVP in May 2009? No. Max shift for your age is 6 hours. Wait, really? What country are you in? Deathy's a fraud? Yeah.
Walk away while you still have the chance.
Damn. That's crazy, Squish. That sounds not fun at all. I'm sure that that was a formative experience, though.
My mistake.
New patch will not drop until Deathy shirtless stream. Shit. I was born in Cali and I'm stuck here. Hard to move out because we have peak weather. I mean, that's fair. I completely understand. Also, if you were born in Cali, you have the option probably of staying at your parents' house, which solves a lot of this stuff, but hey, depends. It was the summer before you went to college. I feel like those experiences, by the way, I'm never going to get a game, so we're just going to do like a podcast stream, but I feel like those experiences, you know, really like solidify. Oh wait, I got a game. I just had to complain. But they kind of just solidify like motivation of what you want to do, you know? Because like after I worked at Tim Hortons, I was like, man, fuck this shit. I gotta work hard so I can do something else. Are you queuing EU? I should. I don't know. I watched Zergy queue EU earlier and it didn't look good either. It's West Coast server, yeah. I don't know, Potapino. I didn't drink coffee when I worked at Tim Hortons, funnily enough. I didn't know shit about coffee. I was 16. What is that, bomb range?
That's not true.
Yo, this guy's legit one. I'm gonna nuke some bombs at him.